Are you in a relationship where you don't feel like you're actually leading it and rather it just feels like it's complacent?
In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can lead your relationship well. And if you're not leading right now, how to really take that back and be able to, what is leading a relationship well? Like, what does that even mean before we get into more so like how to do it? And for me, I think a lot of people might think that forcibly taking control another person's life and being like, do this or go do that is leading, but it's not. What leading means to me is taking ownership of whatever you're leading someone to. And that means, like, if you fail or if you make a mistake, to be able to be like, hey, I messed up, like, I'm sorry for my part, right? And it also means give someone like a relaxation, kind of like where you're just letting them take it chill, where they know that everything is in your hands. Okay, that sounds weird, but like, like they're relaxed because they know that you're going to take care of things, and it's really comfortable feeling that it's like if you're in a war, right? And you're under Genghis Khan, you know that he's going to make the right decisions to lead this battle to victory. And so that's like leading well, right? But if someone isn't Genghis Khan and they're just someone that is random, you're going to be like, oh, you know what? I don't feel at ease. And so then that feeling of ease is gone, of relaxing. And that's really crucial to leading, is to make sure that you actually have that feeling of ease. And then finally, it's just being aware of another person's feelings and desires. And so, like, if I know that you really want to push yourself to be healthier and live healthier and go to the gym, I know that, and I become the icebreaker to then initiate that for you and help you along your journey of getting healthier. So that's kind of some examples of what it means to lead to me. Now, um, it's like, what is leadership then? Like in a relationship specifically, like how do you lead in a relationship? And knowing the kind of result and what leadership is, of just letting them be able to relax and know that you got things handled, it kind of gives you the answer, which is like, you have to lead your life well. If you don't lead your own life well, then you're just like, how is someone going to trust you? If you're like, hey, I want to go to the gym, and you're telling your significant other that, and then they see you not go to the gym every day, they're going to be like, I don't really trust this person. And then you lose that sense of relaxation as well. And then it's like, well, what's your vision for your relationship? If your vision for your relationship is just something where it's just like, you know what, this is just a short term thing, right? Maybe you're leading it towards just having the best time together in the moment, and that's how you're leading the relationship. But if you know that, like, you want to be a couple that grows old and during that time is able to raise kids and be better at raising kids than most people, and raise your kids in a way where your kids actually communicate with you, then you would foster that in the relationship early, right? Communication within a spouse and husband and spouse, whatever it is. But yeah, it's like, you got to foster that with the vision that you have. And that's kind of like, you can't lead if you don't know where you're going, right? And then another thing is, do you honor your own time and word? And this is big, because it's like, you're not going to trust someone who doesn't honor their own time and doesn't really choose to honor their own word well as well. And finally, it's taking ownership of one's mistakes and really just being able to say sorry. I feel like a lot of times what I've seen is that um, guys, for some reason, they just don't want to say they're sorry. And it's weird to me, because saying sorry and actually owning up to your mistakes when you make mistakes instead of getting defensive is like so powerful, right? It has a powerful effect on a woman, where it's just like, hey, like, this person's actually willing to say sorry, and he actually will try to do his best after. An easy start for taking control of leading is to start with yourself. And that means looking at your goals and saying, like, hey, what is it that I want to do for myself? And what is it that I really desire in my own life? And then take consistent action every day. And naturally, she's going to see that, right? And then second is showing her that you have a commitment to the relationship by doing date nights with her. And even in a date night, it's like, hey, are you free on Saturday at 5 p.m.? And if she says no, and it's like, What about what time are you free, right? And blocking that time out and saying, hey, like, I want to spend time with you and take you out on somewhere really cool. Um, and so block out that time, right? And you don't need to tell her where. If she persists, just say, hey, I want to keep it a surprise. Like, you'll have a great time. And you're kind of hyping it up, right? Like, where she's like looking forward to it. So your phone fell out. But I don't even know I'm wearing this. But anyway, the point is like, set aside a time, and then when Saturday comes at whatever time, let's say it's 5 p.m., right? You've arranged just to go somewhere and enjoy, whether it's a park, whether it's a restaurant, and just be present with her. I have a video on setting up a great date night. You can check that out. But to lead really just means that, and it starts with you. And I know that if you start doing this, like you're gonna see really amazing results in your relationship where your significant other can just relax around you and be at peace with the fact that you're leading the relationship. And it's truly a really beautiful feeling of leading yourself, of course, where it's like there's no worries in your own life. Like you know that you're going the right direction, and then so much more bringing someone along for the ride. Thank you for watching, guys. This is actually my first video on YouTube for this whole relationship channel.